Unconscious minds, bad habits. We're breaking it all down today with the founder of GAIN. Dean Gross is here on Inside South Florida. Welcome to the show.
Thanks so much for having me.
No problem. So, of course, our first question for you is GAIN. What is GAIN and who benefits from the company?
Sure. GAIN is a work-life balance coaching practice, and it's dedicated for sales professional executives to improve their overall health and performance through mind, body, and nutrition training. So if you can imagine a highly successful business person who's moved up the corporate ladder, very successful, what tends to happen in their late 40s and 50s is their health starts to decline, their relationships start to decline, because they're not home much, so there's divorce levels raising, maybe not there for Johnny's soccer game. Blood pressure starts to go up, anxiety, panic attacks, and then they're carrying maybe 20, 30 pounds that they're not wanting to carry.
Yeah.
For this type of individual, that's not really acceptable. This is someone that's successful, that wants to win in all aspects of their life, but they just cannot figure out a strategy to do that. So what we do is we have a 90-day initial program to show them strategies based on their traveling schedule, based on where they go, how they get proper nutrition, how they exercise their body, and how they can fix those relationships. Because it's not always about work-life balance, it's more about integration and what's that mean. And there's certain tips and tricks they can do. And what a lot of these folks are struggling with is because they can't figure out, they start to self-justify that, well, I'll just sacrifice one for the other to support my family, but it just doesn't sit well with them. So we fix that for them and help them change their life so they can win at everything.
And that's where you guys come in, for sure.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the conscious mind and an unconscious mind. What are the differences between the two?
Yeah, great question. It's pretty unique. Your unconscious mind is basically 95% of your mind. And most of us think that conscious mind is. So if you think about when you do a lot of things over and over and over, your brain tells you that's important. It's going to freeze it. It's going to put it on autopilot. So the autopilot is really your unconscious mind. So as an example, if you look at morning routines, most folks will get up, they'll probably shower, brush their teeth, put some deodorant on. But how many folks do you know that say, did I put deodorant on today? You just can't remember it just because consciously you don't remember doing it because it's so automatic. Same is true when someone drives home from work and they can't remember their drive. It was on autopilot. So unconscious mind is your auto driver to keep you safe, well, and protected. And what happens is all your habits are housed there. So it's very beneficial if you make your bed every day and you do that morning jog. However, it also affects your bad habits, like smoking or having that chocolate cupcake at noon every day.
We're going to get to bad habits in a minute for sure, Dean. But can we train our unconscious mind? And if so, how can we do that? Absolutely.
There's three main modalities we use to train the unconscious mind, and that's hypnosis, meditation, and something called priming. It's really opening up that channel for you to relax and get into a state where you can really work on that part of your mind.
Your company GAIN helps us with all of it. Where can we find more information and get in touch with you guys to get some questions answered?
Yeah, the best way to get in touch with us is through our website, gainitalllife.com. And we'd love to set up a 30-minute introductory call to anyone that has questions on unconscious mind, on habit forming and creation, because it is a pretty outstanding topic.
It is. I wish you can stay forever so we can just dive into all the sectors of this. But of course, you can head over to our website. We'll have more information on GAIN, Dean Gross, and all of the things, habits, priming, all things. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks again for having me.